Beautiful goal, that one, Lou. Martello, as we often know, for a big fellow, we watch it on the video disc now, and Martello really, well, like a rover, one would say, the way he came in and read that ball off the pack.
Beautifully done by Martello, and there we see him coming now. He's got to get back, and it's a right foot snap, but he was running away from the goals, and we see the score. Hawthorn 8 goals for 52 to North Melbourne 8-10, 58.
Lee Matthews grabbed too high and will take a free kick in the centre of the ground. They badly need another goal here, Hawthorn, to get back into it. North Melbourne playing much the better football at the moment. Matthews has gone for a short pass. Wallace taking the mark. Nolan standing on it. Moncrief, the one they're looking for, punched away. Martello fumbles, gets a push in the back from his own player. Now gets it back. It's all North Melbourne here. They could raffle this one. Henshaw, Montgomery, cleverly eludes all players. Manone a little bit too late. He's got out of the game as well. Domenico trying hard on the back line. Here's Martello again. This fellow fires. Hawthorn could get back into it. Moncrief, oh, he's underneath that. It kicks too long for him. So another point that makes the difference, 5 points. Martello not happy with that shot. I guess we'll have to call it a shot. 53 to 58. That's the score as mark dropped by Henshaw on the boundary line. I thought he was over it. In fact, he is. After Glendinning had taken the pass, it's 8-10 North Melbourne, Hawthorn 8-5. It's in Hawthorn's forward pocket. Nolan and Scott. Scott from the back tried to get it over to Tuck. Now it's over to him. Tuck has a snapshot for goal. Well, they all missed that. It'll be out of bounds, I think, on the other side. In fact, that is the case. No Hawthorn player backing up there to pick it up. And so once again, we'll see a boundary throw-in to take place. Still in Hawthorn's forward pocket. The right forward pocket in front of the MCG member stands. Scott and Nolan. Scott taps it down. Should be taken by Glendinning. Here's a chance for Matthews. Can't get there. Now he shoots the goal and puts it through. Hawthorn back in front. Well, Matthews certainly did that the hard way. That's his second goal. A real gutsy effort, I call that, from Matthews. He fumbled quite a bit too, amidst hot attention from the North Melbourne defenders, and they are defending well. Glendinning slipped over there. That might have been the crucial thing. So back live with Hawthorn. Not back live, that's the replay from the other end, or the other camera. There's the snapshot, and Matthews putting it through. And Hawthorn, as I said, back in front. Hawthorn 9-5, 59. North Melbourne 8-10, 58. The Hawks leading by 1 point, 9 minutes into the third quarter.
Back to the centre now. Nolan against Walter this time. Actually, Walter got that out, but Nolan got the second go. Nicely picked up by DPN Domenico. Went through like a tank that time and drove it well up towards the half-forward line. Scott got under that one. Going after is Smith, showing plenty of dash, but he can't bend down. Now he's got it in front of him, but Scott, through sheer persistence, gets it over to Martello. Martello going for a hand pass to Hendry. A quick snap for goal, but he's off target. And it's through for 1 point. So they're 2 points in front now, Hawthorn. 9-6, 50 points.
60, Lou.
60 points, I should say, to North Melbourne 8-10, 58, as the ball comes back into play. Out it goes there, and a good mark to Wallace. Hawthorn settling down a bit now. Hand pass, and a pass there, and a nice mark taken here by Hendry. Looking up there for Moncrief. Henshaw's at the back, couldn't hold the mark. Moncrief's got it in front of him then, and the ball is finally forced out of bounds. Out of bounds in the forward pocket position. Right in the heart of Hawthorn's attacking zone. They're in front by 2 points at the moment. There's Scott and Big Nolan having a bit of a battle. There's Martello, breaks clear, snaps for goal. But once again, he's off target. So they go to 9 goals, 7, 61 Hawthorn to North Melbourne 8-10, 58. The ball coming back into play again. 3 points the difference at the 10-minute mark. Ball punched away again as they go for Martello. Little Russo's having trouble picking it up on the boundary line, and it's out of bounds. This time it's about 45 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. The pressure now on the North Melbourne defence.
The riders coming off, Lou. McCann going on.
Okay. Martello and Nolan. Nolan actually got that one down. Out it comes to Keith Gregg. He's clear, and a long driving kick out towards the wing position, but there's no one there. He dropped the mark that time, Walter. But he's clear, and a hand pass coming over to Rodney Eade, even though it's a bit long. It bounces the right one. Another one coming back, and we see the ball driven up that time by DP Domenico. A magnificent mark. A very strong one indeed.
Matthews has lifted his game in this
Well,
quarter,
he
Lou.
has. He's kicked... he's kicked 2 goals for the game, hasn't he? Or,
He has, Lou,
2
that's
for the
right.
game, and he's going for now for his 3rd one from only about 20 metres out. And he's put it through. That's a very handy goal indeed by Matthews. Very strong play. You can have him quiet for a half a game, and all of a sudden you'll probably see it come out for me. And DiPiero Domenico in the Channel 7 replay. And Matthews, a beautiful time mark that time, in front of the pack. And of course we know the result. He put it through for full points. 10-7, 67 Hawthorn to North Melbourne, 8-10, 58, 12 minutes gone of this 3rd quarter.
Well, what a game this is. Befitting a grand final, certainly. North Melbourne in command 1 minute. Hawthorn likewise the next. And still it could go either way, although I must admit at this stage of the game I still fancy North Melbourne's chances, especially if Baker can get going up forward again. There's Knights and McCann. And Knights has lifted his game too, and that's good news for Hawthorn. Glendinning almost did that one-handed. He outmanoeuvred Moncrief on that occasion, but neither successful in gaining possession of the ball, and so it'll be thrown back into play. There he is, Ross Glendinning. Can play forward line or back line, although I've always seen him play superbly in defence, and he's doing that today, despite the fact that Moncrief got away from him in the 1st quarter. Right next to the behind post, it's being thrown in. Scott and Nolan. Tapped out to Russo. Free kick on the neck to whom? Scott. Scott it is. Nick Nolan arguing with Ian Robinson. And there's a real Laurel and Hardy job for you.
The value of putting yourself in front of a throw-in from a boundary, Peter.
That's right. I must admit, Bob, a technical decision. There's quite a few of these ruck infringements, but if they're there, I suppose you've got to pay them. But I must admit, I didn't see it. Scott, so far today for Hawthorn, has kicked 2 goals, lining up for goal number 3 from 15 metres out, and Scott has put it through, I think, yes. Don Scott's 3rd goal, and Hawthorn increased their lead ever so slightly. There's the infringement now. Let's take a look at that again. Nolan's arm, yes, over the top of Scott's right shoulder. And that's what umpire Ian Robinson picked out. Well, I didn't see it in the actual action, but of assistance, the slow motion replay, and that's what it's for. Just goes to show, Lou, the umpires don't really miss much, do they?
Well, they're usually pretty right, Peter.
4 goals in 7 minutes, Lou, is Hawthorn's answer to that North Melbourne 1st goal.
We've got a lead of 15 points now.
11-7-73 Hawthorn, North Melbourne 8-10-58. We're back into the centre, 14 minutes gone in the 3rd term.
There's the bounce. Nolan and Walder knocked out by Nolan again. And Melrose drives it over the centre half-forward position. Oh, Sutton's got the mark at the back. He'll have to pay that. DiPiero Domenico's not too happy about it, but still Sutton's got it. And he's well within kicking distance, only about 45 metres out from goal. There's the mark again. Let's have a look at it. No doubt about it, even though DiPiero Domenico got a hand, just touched it, but it was Sutton's mark all the way. Waiting on Sutton to have this shot from him. We wouldn't be 45 metres out. Well, he hasn't made the distance. He's kicked it off the side of his boot. And over the line and out of bounds it is, right against the point post. Still a chance for North Melbourne to get a goal if they're good enough. Walter and Blight to go for this knockout. Too many Hawthorn defenders. He was picked up by Payton. Not a very good kick. A chance for Suppets now. A snap for goal. Not a bad shot of a shot, but it's through for 1 point. Very difficult shot for little Huppets, who's battled very hard for North Melbourne today. North Melbourne go to
11-7-73
to Hawthorn.
Other way around.
Other way, North Melbourne 8-11-59. We're waiting now for the ball to come back into play. Moore to drive the ball back out to that half-back line on that outer side of the ground. Knights flying high. He nearly marked that, but Cowton gets a hand pass out. They're having plenty of trouble. Melrose couldn't get it clear. Then we see Wallace finally coming out with the ball. Now gets it out there looking for Henry, but Martello beats him from and takes the mark. Martello out there on that centre wing position. Quickly hooks it over. A chance for Henry to mark. He's got it. He's off. He'll go for a pass to Ablett. It's a bad one. It's going to bounce right. It does. Now Ablett's got time to straighten up and fire for the goals. And he's kicked it pretty accurately outside. Beautiful shot. A magnificent shot by Ablett. Even though it was a bad pass by Henry, it bounced the right way for Ablett.
Bad defence by North Melbourne, Bob, I thought, because Ablett had all the time in the world to steady.
They ran away from him. We'll see here that nobody actually comes at Ablett. He has plenty of time to steady, and the North players were running away from him. Blight's come off the ground and Briders back on behind play. And it's interesting to note that Greg has been shifted to the wing, Lou, with Sutton going to centre half back on Martello.
Well, the score, Hawthorn 12-7-79 to North Melbourne 8-11-59. A difference of 20 points, and Hawthorn looking good as they go into attack now. It was dropped that time by Knights. A hand pass coming out there from McCann over there to Sutton, who drives the ball wide out there looking for Cowton on the wing position, but it beats him and the ball is out of bounds.
I would have had a $100 bet that Malcolm Blight wouldn't get taken from the field today.
Well, he's played poorly, played very badly indeed. It's Walter and Big Nolan to go for the knockout. They both missed that. A chance for Hupperts again. He's grabbed too high and he'll get a free kick out there on the centre wing position. Little Ray Hupperts. And he's been battling pretty hard all day for North Melbourne. They're in the hot seat at the moment. They're 20 points down. 17 minutes gone of this third quarter of the 1978 grand final. Knocked out by Knights. There we see going after it as Casson hooks the ball back towards the forward pocket. Boys is running after it pretty quickly but can't pick it up. It's about 45 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Waiting there for the ball to come back into play. Will be McCann and Walter. Chance now for the ball to be picked up. It's picked up, as a matter of fact, by Melrose. Doesn't quite know what to do with it now. He's got it back, looking there for Baker. Moore's got him well covered. He's good mark by Moore at full back. He's planning from behind too, incidentally.
Exactly. Very pertinent comments made by Bob Skilton in the second quarter on that. And a good move by David Parkin, although I thought a long way overdue. Moore's kick out towards the half-back flank. Knights cop one right in the ear. Picked up by Hendry, who's on the back line. A strange place for him to be playing. It's a bad kick by Hendry. Martello got right underneath that. Hupperts again. He's playing well. He's really putting in for North Melbourne. Tuck punching the ball over the line. No, it's not over the line. It's picked up right on the line by Casson, who cleverly eludes Russo, screws the ball back into play. Walter's underneath it and should mark for Hawthorn, although he nearly spilled it. Richard Walter, only 19, booting Hawthorn up to the centre of the ground, or Matthews misread that, socket away by Martello up towards half forward. Who can pick it up? Coming out as Don Scott. He looks as though he's had a shower. There's Sutton picking it up well for North Melbourne. He's a good player, this fellow. Sutton's gone for a hand pass. Huppert's the recipient. Back to Sutton again. Sutton's kick up towards the centre wing position, and coming out for Hawthorn is, who was that? Payton, was it? He missed it anyway. Got it back to Eade. Eden turned clear of Schimmelbusch on this occasion, driving it forward Matthews. And Ross Henshaw, his opponent, can't believe it. And I think he's done a pretty good job on Matthews, especially in the first half, Henshaw. Very hard job to do.
Tell you what, Matthews has started to become a force this quarter, Peter.
So is Martello, Lou. That shot for goal is right through the middle by Matthews. That's goal number 4 to Lee Matthews, and he joins Phil Baker as the leading goal scorer of the game so far. Let's check the replay and the scores. There's Eade picking the ball up. Doing it well, former Glenorchy player. Matthews marking the ball. And the result we know. Now, the scoreboard at the Melbourne Cricket Ground reads Hawthorn 13-7-85, North Melbourne 8-11-59. We've been playing 19 minutes in the third quarter. Back to the centre of the ball. Bouncing Nolan's way. He's over the top of Tuck, tacks it down to Sutton. North Melbourne can't break away. Now Gregg's got it. His hand pass is taken by Casson. This time they go forward, and danger for Hawthorn. Baker up high, taken by Deepia Domenico. Good defence by Hawthorn and good backing up. Back to Ablett, who marks uncontested because Casson was caught out of position. It's taken by Tuck, and he'll drive Hawthorn deep into attack.
And a hand pass over to Manane. Back to Tuck again. They're looking good, Hawthorn, as we see him drive it up there towards the full forward. It looks like a goal. No, it's going away at the last moment. 1 point. And they go to 13 goals, 886. To North Melbourne, 8 goals, 11-59. And we've played 20 minutes of this third quarter. Waiting there for the ball to get out there to that wing position. A nice mark to Tanner on his own. He's been a pretty quiet player too as the ball goes out wide. There's Montgomery in front. Put out of position that time by Knights. And there's Deepia Domenico. He got clear, but then he lost the ball on the boundary line. So North Melbourne's half full on about 75 metres around from their goal. And they're finding it very hard to score goals up to this stage of the match. Scott and McCann. Scott got the push out that time. It's a long one. He's pushed it down towards the North Melbourne goal, and it's out of bounds again. This time it's about 55 metres around from their goal. 59 points, North Melbourne to Hawthorn 86 points. 21 minutes gone of the third quarter. Actually got on top of McCann that time. Scott on his shoulder, and a free kick will go to McCann. He's about 50 metres out from goal. A pretty difficult shot.
He could kick it, Lou.
Well, he could get the distance, I think, but There's plenty of strain on him at the moment, and they're really struggling, North Melbourne. A great third quarter by Hawthorn. They've been well on top from the very word go. Put Baker out of business down there after a sensational third quarter. There we see the strain on the young fella, and it's out of bounds on the full. There'll be a penalty free kick down there to Polkinghorne in the back pocket for Hawthorn. Waiting on Polkinghorne. Now he's passing it over now. We'll see Scott take the free kick. Now he's giving it back to Polkinghorne.
The umpire told him to there, Lou. Polkinghorne obviously didn't think it was as good a kick as Scott.
Well, he might have been trying to do the shifty deal that time, and the umpires overruled it. Of course, Polkinghorne takes the ball back again. Knights at the back. And a beautiful mark by Knights. He's starting to come to the picture now. Over to Monet. And Hawthorn get the ball around towards their half-forward line. Up gets Big Martello. Couldn't hold that mark. Count fumbles. He couldn't get it out. Doesn't quite know where he's going, but the umpire said he got one on the head. And a free kick will go to Count out there in that centre wing position.
Well, two Hawthorn players badly made a mistake there. That's Henry and Martello.
Well, they're sitting all right at the moment, Pete Hawthorn. They're in the box seat up to this stage of the match. Ball knocked out again. There we see it finally forced out to Scott. A hand pass coming over now to Monet. Another one wide to Matthews. He looks a very dangerous player this quarter. The back of the Packers, Glenn Denning having a bit of trouble getting it out. Went between his legs that time, and finally it's pushed out to Russo. Little fella's trying to get clear. He is now as he boots the ball high right across the face of goals. Going after it is Sutton. Sutton's got the race here, but he can't pick it up. Ablett chips in. He goes over the lane, and the ball is out of bounds about 35 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. They just can't score goals at the moment, North Melbourne. In plenty of trouble. Ball knocked out by Walter. Henry can't get clear. Actually pushed that out to Smith. Smith got it now. Short pass, not a good one. It's wide. Comes out towards the wing position. They're all having a great battle here to try and get it out. Payton's in there too, and there we see it finally picked up by Boyce. Boyce looking down there for Arnold Brightus. One of his tail is DP out a minute ago. And DeWall comes in and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a penalty free kick to go there to Brightus about 45 metres out from goal. Look at Moore standing right at the back of Baker. Well, didn't get a run at the ball at all. Now he's got a chance, Baker. He's got the mark, he's got the goal. Well, that's the first time Moore got the front of Baker took the mark, and that makes a bit of difference. It'll help North Melbourne a bit. Watch it again. There we see him getting in front. He stood behind him all the way, then jumped in front, and of course Baker puts